me, spend a lot of time on Instagram, and I like to break up my feed of fashionable toddlers and ski fails with a little inspiration. So here's a few architectural sketch accounts I think you should know about. Don't feel the need to go out and follow each one of these, but I do hope that you found a few of them that are interesting and want to look at more of their work. That's enough lounging. Let's go jump into the computer. Hey! So I went through each one of these accounts and I kind of made a few like tasting notes, like some little thoughts that I had on each one, and then we can, I'll show you some of their work. First one's Richard Hind. I wrote very detailed work, and he does these amazing commission murals, and some of them are even like 15 feet wide. And he does a lot of mix of styles, which is really nice. And I really like his use of color, like in these first two with the blue and the yellow. And if you want to see some of his mural work, he has a few videos here as well. Next one is Xenia. Russia has a lot of really cool architecture, and Xenia is out there going around taking, sketching all of these different buildings. I had no idea that there are so many different cool buildings in Russia, and but it's kind of nice. She gives Russia like a soft, approachable vibe. Next account is Judy. Her seemingly haphazard strokes always reveal something awesome. She also shows a lot of her different iterations and her thought process, which is always really nice. Like I like her images because it's like you have to kind of like look at it like 2 or 3 times to like see the details and the layers of the details that she's building up. The next artist is Hogman. He does really awesome 3-point perspectives, and he also shows his floor plans, which are sketched, and that's always nice to see. Kind of the ins and outs of the buildings that he's drawing. Let's see if we can find some of his floor plans. There you go. And next we have Luke Hawker. Let's see. Similar to Xenia, except he's in London. He's going around sketching all these different buildings and structures in London, but with a completely different style. He has a squiggle style, and he makes it look really, really good. Here's a close-up of some of these squiggles that he has here. It's a really unique style. So we have Albert Kiefer. This is one of my favorites on the whole list. He likes to play with proportion and colors and layering, and he's got a nice skilled, playful squiggle style as well. But a different style. I really like his the use of white in these. And the next one is Carlos Almeida. Hope I'm saying that right. He has amazing line quality, and his shadow hatching adds depth to his scenes, and he really handles white space really well. You can see these really measured hatching, kind of going closer together and further apart to kind of give the depth. I think we have next is Sketch Forum, which his proper name is not here, but that's a fine. His work is really dense and moody, and I really like the pops of color. Let's see. And the shadows that he has here are really interesting. Poor guy, got his account hacked. The next up is Gerald Mitchell, or Gerard Michael, I'm not sure. Mitchell, I think. I really like his use of color. There's a lot of sketch feeds, you see the outside of the building and a far away perspective, but he really likes to do some close-ups of interiors, which is really different. Let's see if we can find some of his interior work. Here we go. Also, these toasters are pretty cool. It just has a really interesting perspective of like what he decides to sketch. Just everyday things. Next is Phil Dean. Phil has an eye for everyday details in his scenes, and also his brickwork is amazing. It's like almost his signature detail. Look at this. Look at this. This had to have taken forever. But he's really awesome, and he really likes to sketch these little cottages and brownstones. And making sure there is no brick left. Also, there's an iMac in that window, which is funny. Attention to detail. Next up is Mr. V. Mr. V has these skills that are like in ornamental details, and he's got a couple videos that kind of shows what how he does them, and it kind of looks like he's doing them all freehand, which is mind-boggling. I like this one because it's like, you know, practice makes perfect. Let's see if we can find a detail of some of this ornamental work that I was talking about. There we go. Crazy. And then we have Arkmore. I believe Arkmore is 2 people, and they have a ton of variety on their page, from cityscapes to detailed drawings, site maps, and design concepts. They also have a YouTube channel where they show a lot of information about sketching and tutorials, and so I'll also put a link to that as well. There we go. And then the last one is an aggregator. And so this is the bonus one for those that want a little sketch magic in your life, but you can't commit to just a couple of different artist styles. I'd recommend Sketch Museum. It's an aggregator that brings together some of the best architecture sketch posts, and it's a great way to discover new people to follow. Links to all those accounts are going to be in the description, and I hope you got a boost of inspiration and feel motivated to grab your sketchbook. Apologies in advance to all of the time that you're going to waste checking out these accounts, but I promise, they're worth the distraction. If you have a sketch account that you follow, leave it in the comments. And if you like this video, please feel free to hit that striking like button and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.